What's good, guys? Hello, Reino. Who is this? I am Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. And today I would like to bring y'all the latest updates about the city of Medellin, Colombia. And if you're behind the screen don't want to lose any details about the current situation in Medellin, please stay with me. So let me just go ahead, let me just speak factual. This intro won't take so long because the city of Medellin, Colombia, two foreigners, one of an American nationality and another one was a Canadian, they suffered injury while they were getting robbed in Medellin, Colombia. The first case was in Laureles and the other one was in the Avenue Las Palmas in Medellin, Colombia. Thank God they both safe, but they suffered with this. Let's jump in the article. Let's speak about this document. A Canadian and an American were injured in case of death in Laureles and Las Palmas. One was found disoriented on Las Palmas Road and other was shot with a traumatic weapon in a commercial establishment on La 70. Two foreigners who were out enjoying the night in Medellin ended up being victims of criminals as both had their belongings stolen or were injured in two cases of deaths reported in Laureles and El Poblado, the areas where most cases against foreign tourists are reported. The first victim was a 35-year-old American who was drinking alcoholic beverages with another person in the establishments located on Carrera 70 and Street 43 in the Laureles neighborhood. And around 8:30 p.m. on the Thursday, a person arrived with a gun and began to intimidate him. Faced with this, the victim resisted and tried to defend himself from the criminals, so this person reacted and used the traumatic weapon, causing an injury to his right leg. The criminal escaped empty-handed and he was unable to take the documents or cell phone from this American, originally from the state of California. The victim, from his part, was transferred by the police to the unit. The person accused of committing this death was recorded on security cameras in the area and is already wanted by the authorities to answer for qualified and aggravated death and attempted homicide. He was found disoriented in Las Palmas. An hour later on Las Palmas Road, authorities found a disoriented Canadian citizen who told the officers in English that his belongings had been stolen. The location of this foreigner was recorded at 9:21 p.m. this Thursday at Carrera 10 with Calle 46 in the Las Palmas neighborhood commute. According to the authorities, this Canadian had apparently been scopolamine and complained of a pain in one leg which had been bleeding, apparently after being injured with a knife. The police, seeing him in this state, took him to the El Rosario clinic to assess him and began the detoxification process while treating his injured leg. According to the police report, this foreigner has no documents, money or cell phones, so the authorities are waiting for him to stabilize so he can give his version of how the robbery and assault were committed. He only reported that he was at an establishment in El Poblado when the events occurred. So this is the current situation in Medellin, Colombia, and I will never understand why some foreigners, once they get it robbed, you know, like they trying to act like they superhero. Give away everything you have because none of these material things, phone, chain, cell phones, worth your life. You can recover that back, you know, back in your country. Once you get back, say working, you know, once you step of the plane, you can get your phone back by your life. You know, nobody unfortunately is gonna give you your life back. So please, if you one day, you know, are victim of rob, like how many Colombians suffer robberies every day in Colombia, in our own country. So if you one day you are a victim, please, you know, like let these gangsters take away everything you have, because if you don't see the opportunities that you're gonna win, you know, like don't do that. You know, don't put yourself in danger like that, because you know in many occasions it's gonna cost you life. You know, I'm from the hood, and every time I heard the gangsters, you know, talking in my hood, that they say that they gonna rob somebody, you know, like and stuff like that. They say if they do something, I'm just gonna shoot them. I don't care if they die or not. So this is the mentality that a lot of gangsters have in Colombia. Unfortunately, you know, like when they going to do something like that, they know like their life is in danger, and the victim life, you know, can be in danger too. So they rather, you know, like that the family of the victim cry then you know that their family cries. So like I say, please do a favor to yourself. If any day you are a victim of that, please, you know, let them take what you have, and you know everything is gonna be all right. I know it's gonna hurt, you know, at the beginning, but it's gonna heal with the in the next few days, you know, the next few weeks. But you know, like the most important thing is like you don't lose your life as a victim and as a foreigner in a city like Medellin or anywhere in Colombia, because like I say, this is the mentality that a lot of gangsters have. 10 guys, you know, they've been recovered, you know, themselves, you know, like this guy, the American guy, you know, he already, you know, been out, he's been released, he's good. I guess, you know, he's on his place, his apartment, or maybe he had left the country. I don't know none about that. And also, you know, the Canadian, you know, he's getting better, you know. 10 guy, you know, like the injuries, you know, wasn't really bad, but they got injured, you know, at the end of the day, which is, you know, like the sad part about all of this. But also, I have more information for you guys, because in the city of Medellin, Colombia, the mayor and the community of Paisas, they're going crazy about a recent case that just happened like few months ago with a model in Medellin, Colombia, that she is accusing an American citizen of abusing her. So the mayor already requests a warrant, an arrest warrant from this guy, and also the Interpol, you know, post an international arrest warrant. So everywhere these guys go, he can be arrested anywhere. So let's jump in the article. Let's speak about this. An international arrest warrant was issued against an American producer who allegedly abused a model in Medellin. Interpol issued a circular against a U.S. citizen, Jesse Allen Stream, for the crime of abusing a model following a complaint by the Colombian model Gabriela Marbella. Following the video posted by Colombian model Gabriela Marbella, in which she claimed to have suffered an abuse by an American citizen identified as Jesse Stream on Friday, October 4, it was confirmed that the Interpol had issued an international circular with an arrest warrant against the American. Marbella, who published the nonsense stream through the social network TikTok, where she reported that the perpetrator has summoned her on the false pretext under the pretext of working on recording of some music videos. The complaint details that the incident occurred at a country house in Copacabana on the outskirts of Medellin, where she was summoned by the stream, known on social media as the Hollywood Hustle, to participate in a 3-day production. During this time, Gonzalez claims to have been the victim of an abusing and add that she described as something that no woman should experience. In her testimony, Gonzalez expressed her desire that her case not be forgotten and held Jesse Allen Stream directly responsible for any consequence she might face. The model also mentioned that she was being diagnosed with mixed anxiety and depression disorder, as well as acute stress reaction as a result of the abuse suffered. This man, Jesse Allen Stream, known on social media as the Hollywood Hustle, invited me to his country house in Copacabana on the outskirts of Medellin. It was a weekend when I was invited to a 3-day production that was in charge of this man who saw himself as a well-known audiovisual producer in the United States and came to position his brand in Colombia, specifically in Medellin, looking for well-known models in the industry who would generate credibility working hand in hand doing advertising, he said in one of the video sections. Even Federico Gutierrez spoke out and asked for his capture, according to the complaint, which it became known on TikTok on September 25, but which had been the case filed on August 17, was filed by a model, Gabriela Marbella Gonzalez, who reported that she had been victim of an abuse. The case caused a stir not only in Antioquia, but throughout Colombia, mobilizing various sectors, including government authorities, to demand prompt and effective investigation, according to Infobae. This bill case caused such outrage that the mayor of Medellin, Federico Gutierrez, requested days after the case was made public that the Attorney General office act quickly, highlighting the seriousness of the case and the need to do justice to protect the victims and send a strong message against the violence against women in the country. The current situation in Medellin with the mayor and this case, and you all know the mayor of Medellin, you know, he's not happy with all the Americans that going there, you know, like for auto service and many other things. They bring money to the city, but you know, the mayor is not really happy with that, and he's been expressing many times, like a lot of people in the Paisa community, and I would say majority of people in Medellin, you know, they don't like all this behavior about the city in Medellin. And like I say, some people gonna get mad about that, but I mean, how come you gonna get mad in a foreign country that I know you're bringing money in, but you know, if the locals not happy with it, I mean, they have the right to say that. I mean, it's up to you if you let that affect your mind. You just gotta do your best. If you don't know, like if you know, like I mean, you are messing with childs, you know, stuff like that, you know, with white paintings, you know, pink paintings. So you should be okay, you know, like you should then. You should not let that affect your mind, and you know, if you know you're doing the right thing in Colombia, you know what I mean. But hey, you know, like the mayor, you know, the mayor, he's the main interesting person in arrest these guys, because like he's been saying this many times. Even if it's not your fault, you know, like if you hanging out with a minor, if it's not your fault, if she got fake ideas, stuff like that, you're gonna go to prison and straight to prison. I mean, don't matter what. And like I say, you know, I don't think this is fair, but I mean, this is the city and they manage that however they want. And the mayor, you know, he got the support from all these richest Colombians, you know, like they manage the law how they want, and you know, they kind of do what they want in the city, you know, and they don't care about what's next. You know, they trying to make things, you know, like since like it's right, but you know, like I say, in this point, you know, I don't think it's right. But like I say, they manage, you know, this city however they want. And you know, like I hope, you know, like they capture this guy if he's responsible, because like I say, you know, I don't work with the FBI, I don't work with the Colombian police, so I can't confirm that, you know, this guy is guilty about what this girl is saying, because who knows? Who knows bad? You know what I'm gonna say is, if she's lying, she's gonna ruin her own reputation too. But the guy, you know, so far he haven't faced, you know, like the law, the Colombian police, none of that. I don't know if he's in the country, I don't know where he is, and I don't care, because like I said, I don't work with the FBI. You know, I just like to bring updates. I just like to bring, you know, news to the channel. So I'm not here to confirm, you know, nothing. You know what I mean? So this is the current situation in Medellin, guys. So I hope you guys like my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna drop all the links for this news, you know, so you guys can read the entire news without losing any details about this current case that's been happening in Medellin, Colombia. So guys, that was all for today. Y'all, see you soon, guys. See you next time. This was your boy Carlos, the Colombian guy. Boom, 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 boom.